G'day, well the second tool I'll be reviewing is this wire stripper. It's made by Ideal Industries in the USA. Its part number is 45-120-341 and it's a wire stripper. It's called the T-stripper. So yeah, on the handle. Made by Ideal Industries in Sycamore, Illinois, USA. Cost me about 35 Australian dollars on eBay. There's a warning on the back here that says that it's a non-insulated tool, not to be used on live circuits. Doing so may result in death, so maybe don't use it on live circuits. The action is sprung, but there is no catch to stop it from opening, which is probably the biggest downfall of the tool, is that in the toolbox it just sits open like this. So I've just been wrapping a little rubber band around it a couple of times and then taking that off when I need to use it. It's no big deal, but if you're going to be using it a lot, maybe that'd be a deal breaker. But doing electrical stuff, wire stripping, only very rarely. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. Features of the tool are multiple stripping holes for metric wire gauge from 0.75 to 6 millimeters squared. 2 holes here. I believe this is for bending loops in solid wire. Could be these for the purpose of these holes too. I'm not entirely sure. You've also got a tiny little plier jaw up here, which is probably good for pulling the stripped insulation off your wires, grabbing things lightly, stuff like that. I wouldn't be putting too much pressure on them because although the tool is solid, I'm not sure if it's a forged piece or not, but yeah, I wouldn't be putting too much stock in being able to hold a lot with those pliers. There is another opening there. Can't really get focus. There we go. Just next to the pliers, there's kind of an oval shaped opening there. I'm wondering whether that is for crimping connections, but I'm not too sure. I'll demonstrate quickly how it works. Sorry, there's a cutter there as well, next to the pivot. I'll demonstrate that first. Very sharp. The cut is effortless. It's really quite nice, a nice tool to use. These handles are very rubbery too. They're really comfortable. And the tool overall is extremely lightweight. It's a really nice tool to use. And there's a little loop here to put a lanyard to connect to your belt or whatever else. This is just some cheap auto cable, 3mm with a 1.13 millimeter squared conductor, stranded wire. So what I'll do is find 1.13, which doesn't exist on here, so I might go 1.5 and clamp it down in the tool. Not sure if that was enough. Pull it off. There we go. That was a nice strip that didn't take any of the insulation with it. I believe that's how you're meant to strip wires. Let's try it in the 1mm squared hole. See how it goes. That was also fine. Maybe a slight nick on one of the conductors there, but doesn't look too bad. Overall, I'm super happy with this tool. What the real benefit of it is it's quite small. It's only about 6 inches long. 6¼ inches long, or 160 millimeters. Yeah, very nice tool. I like to use it a lot. The good thing is it can get right down into hard to reach places. So unlike those bigger automatic wire strippers, I think it'll do a good job, and that's kind of why I went with this. Alright, catch us later.